don't mistake the thing that you need right now for the thing that is most important. I have tried to make this video way too many times, so we'll just keep things very, very simple. If Allah is restricting you in your life, whose fault is it? Yeah, it's your fault. Allah doesn't want to restrict you. Allah has written so much for you. You are the one that's causing yourself to be restricted. It could be the sins that you're doing, that you are well aware of, or that you are not aware of. So that's why we constantly have to be asking Allah for forgiveness. Or it could be that you are missing the point entirely. When we make dua for something, it is not the thing that we're asking for that is the most important. It is the connection with Allah. Right? If you make a dua for one thing in specific, if you're asking Allah for, let's say, money, you do realize that's a means to an end. You want the money for what? For what? Once you get this money, your mind is making it out to be that once I have this, then I will be good. Once I can take care of my family, then I will be good. Once I'm financially free, then I will be good. Will you really? Because the way the mind works is that it's never satisfied. It's constantly looking for the next thing. So could it be that if Allah gave you this, you wouldn't even be grateful for that thing because your mind would be constantly looking for the next thing? Because you're too obsessed, you're too focused in on that thing being the end all be all. The dua that we make should not be an end all be all. The dua that we make should be a means to a beginning, not a means to an end. It should be a means to bring you closer to Allah, not to make you stray further away from Him. Hence why you would be restricted if you were too obsessed with that specific thing that you're asking for. If you were asking for all this money and you were obsessively thinking about it, every action you were taking, you were obsessively doing things in order to make more money, do you really think that that's gonna work? Yes, we're supposed to tie our camel and trust Allah. We're supposed to do our part and trust Allah. But the whole point of our existence, the whole point that we're here in this dunya, is to worship Allah, to get close to Allah, and to pass this test. It's not so that you can make all this money. It's not so that you can take care of your family. Yes, taking care of your family would be an amazing thing, but that's not your sole purpose in this world, right? So don't mistake the thing that you need right now for the thing that is most important, right? If you are going to be successful in a business that you're making, it doesn't matter if you work 1 hour. And this is crazy that I'm going to say this because everyone is constantly saying you have to grind, you have to grind, you have to grind. If you are going to be successful in your business, it doesn't matter if you work 1 hour or if you work 100 hours. As long as you are close to Allah, as long as you are not missing the point and you understand that this business, you're doing it for the sake of Allah, then Allah will open the doors for you. Because He knows you're not attached. He knows that, okay, whatever I give Him, not only is He going to be grateful, but He's not going to get attached to it. He's not going to forget me in the process. Have you ever seen that the things that Allah has given you in your life, it's happened without you really asking for it? Or maybe it's a thing that you didn't even want in the first place. You know, for example, in my life, I've been to many places in the world. Did I plan to do this? No. Did I want to do this? No. Am I grateful? Yes, alhamdulillah. But the fact that I didn't want to travel, I didn't ask Allah to travel, I wasn't obsessed with it, Allah put it in my life. Why is it that there are people who have so much money and they barely work? Muslims. I'm not talking about the non-Muslims. I'm talking about Muslims who barely work, and when they're working, they would rather be doing something for Allah. They're only working for the sake of Allah. They're only doing it because it's their responsibility for the sake of Allah. They know that it's a responsibility that Allah has placed in their hands. But they would rather be doing something that increases them in their connection with Allah, increases them in their remembrance of Allah and their understanding of Allah. Why is it that these people, they barely work, but there's so much barakah in the hours that they're working? There's so much ROI, return on investment, where they're making so much money, but they're barely working because they're not missing the point. They're not obsessed. They don't want it so badly that they would give up everything in this world for that thing. Right? So if you're asking Allah for that thing, that's great. It's great that you want that thing. It's great that you're asking. Like, we should ask Allah. But perhaps try shifting your mindset behind this thing. Instead of, oh, I need this, I want this. Shift it to, what can I do with this for the sake of Allah? Why is this important in my life? Is it more important than Allah? No? Okay, let me focus more on Allah, less on this thing. And you'll see for yourself that the less you focus on that thing and the more you focus on Allah, Allah will actually give you more of that thing. Because if you look at the times in your life when you started to have that door be open, when that restriction started to be uplifted, it's because in one way, shape, or form, you were starting to get close to Allah. And then you messed it up. Hence why you were restricted again.